All right, today is we're going to work on the assignment in eighth grade, and then make sure that you're logged in. But it's eighth grade, so make sure you got eighth grade selected, and then you're going to do eighth grade Y6. And eighth grade Y6 says graph a line from an equation in slope-intercept form. So now here's the interesting part. We know how to write an equation based on the last assignments. This is my y-intercept. It tells me that it crosses the y line at 1. My slope is 4, which can be written as 4 over 1. So that I have a rise and a run. Those are the only two things that you need to know to be able to graph this. So what you're going to do, the 1 tells you where to click at on this line. So it tells me to click right there. The rise is 4, so I'm going to go up 1, 2, 3, 4. And then the run is 1, so I'm going to run 1. Notice how now I have a line, and that's all I've got to do. Again, same thing. In this case, the y-intercept is 2. The rise and run is 1 over 8. And so I'm going to do the same thing. I'm going to start on 2 because that's where it tells me it crosses on the y-axis. The run is 1, and then the rise is 1, and the run is 8. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And then I'm done. Again, you're going to keep repeating this process because this is practice. So the y-intercept is 1. It says 9, so which can be written as 9 over 1. So then we know that we're going to start at 1. We're going to rise 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And then run 1. In this case, it's 7 over 9 for the slope. And it starts at the 1. So again, we're going to start at 1, rise 7, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, run 9, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And then we click submit. All right, this time it says that the slope is negative 3 over 5. And then it starts at 7. Now, here's the interesting part. Because it says start at 7, so right there, because it's negative 3 over 5, we're going to go down 3. 1, 2, 3, and then run 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. The negative tells you to go down. In some cases, not always able to do that. So hopefully, in this case, we'll be able to. So it says negative 7, which can be written as negative 7 over 1, and then 8. So that tells me that I'm going to start at 8, go down 7, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and then run 1. Again, notice how left, right is going down negatively. You just keep doing this over and over, same thing. So this tells me that my intercept is 6, negative 4 over 9. And so then I start at 6, go down 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And I just keep doing the same thing over and over again. The y-intercept tells me where to start at. So knowing that this is 2 and this is 2/5, so nothing changes just because it's now got four things on it. So 2 tells me where to click out on the y-axis. So right there's 2. 2/5 tells me to go up 2 and over 5. So 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Notice how I always go to the right. So the negative tells me to go down, but I always go to the right for the run. Okay, so now this one's kind of cool. So there's no x, so I don't know. I haven't explained this to you yet, but this is actually really, really easy. So if y is -5, if y is 5, so right here y is 5. Right beside it, y is still 5. So if we look at those 2 points, this point is 0, 5. That y is 5. If we look at the point right beside it, it's 1, 5. Again, notice how that y is still 5. And so whenever you get a y equals 5, it's going to be a horizontal line. And so then now we're at this position where we do the same thing. Be careful here. -4 means -4. 8/5 tells me the rise and run. So a -4 tells me to start here. 8/5 means go up 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And then over 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now notice how there's not a number after the x. When this happens, it's automatically 0. So that tells me to start at 0, go up 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, over 8, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Again, I'm starting at 0 because there isn't a number after the x, but this says -3/2 for the rise and run. So that tells me to start at 0. The negative tells me to go down. So 1, 2, 3, and then over 1, 2. And then you just keep going. Once you get to 80, that's an A. Anything past that would be extra credit. And so in this case, the y-intercept is 1, the rise is -4, the run is 7. That tells me to start at 1, to go down 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, and then run 7, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And so you would just keep going. This is going to tell you. And then at some point in time, you'll get in the habit of doing this that you don't need to write it down anymore. And you can just go, oh, well, -2 is here. 2 means up to over 1. And you can start to go faster. That has nothing after the x. That means start at 0. Rise 1, run 3. Start at 10. -1 means go down 1. Over 8 is what the bottom number means. So down 1 over 8. And you should start to get fast. +4 means to start at 4. -9 means to go down 9 and over 8. So down 9 and over 8. And you should get faster. -3 tells me to start at -3. -4/5 means go down 4 over 5. 1, 2, 3, 4 over 5. That tells me to start at 0. Up 4 over 3, up 4 over 3. And pretty soon you'll be doing this pretty fast. So +2 tells me to start at 2. -4 means down 4 over 1. 1, 2, 3, 4 over 1. 5 tells me to start at 5. Up 4, 1, 2, 2, 3, 4 over 5. +9 says start at 9. When there's not a number in front of x, we can assume it's 1. So that means up 1 over 1. 8, down 9 over 7. -7 tells us to start at -7. Up 1 over 6. -1 is here, down 8 over 7. -5 tells me to start at -5. Up 5 over 1. All whole numbers are written over 1, so up 5 over 1. -8's here. 1/2 is up 1 over 2. -8 is here. 1/4 means up 1 over 4. And pretty soon you'll have 100 at a SMART score. If you have questions, please feel free to email me. We have a Zoom on Tuesdays at 10 o'clock if you have questions and you need to stop by the Zoom.